Hi, this is Lucy, and today I'm going to showcase my entry for the Great British Build-Off. Yes, I nearly said Bake-Off. If you don't know what that is, it's a competition that TNG and I have been running across our Discords. There are 6 people entering, 6 British builders. We each picked an image of something that we would like to build, and then people on the Discord voted for their favourite. So we all have to build the same thing. They were anonymous, but the picture that they chose was the one that I picked. And I have to say, I have regrets. Here is the image that they chose. And when I first built this, I realised to get the door in on the right, I was going to have to make it 1.5 high. So I did so, but it looked distorted. It just wasn't right. And getting the stairs on was a major pain. I could get 2 staircases on, but the handrails sort of stuck out much further than the stairs, so it just looked very odd. I have built a couple of historical builds recently. You haven't seen the latest one. I will get the video out probably next week. And it just wasn't working, so I just completely scrapped the whole thing and started again. So obviously it's only 1 story tall, and I mean 1 story each story, if that makes sense, rather than 1.5. And the historical vibe just wasn't working for me, so I decided to do something different. So we'll start the tour from this side. This is technically the front, I guess. This is how you would come up to the gatehouse. If you want to know where I am on the map, I am where I built my White Christmas cabin. This is the track that I'm on is the track that goes up to the Bailey family cabin. I thought it was a good, well, for me, I wanted to build it on a road or on a track so that it looked like, yeah. The only thing I would say is technically this is the wrong way round, but because of the way the track sloped, I wanted the foundations low on this side. I wanted to double wall the top because I wanted to use these windows. I did originally build it with just the wood set on top, but it just didn't look right to me. I used this brick wallpaper and I went for the grey on the top. So it's painted brick, okay? It's an old gatehouse that has been lovingly restored. I made these shutters using the Kwanzaa sign. They're 2 pushed together. I used room dividers to push them together. I got that idea from Moonlight Cowboy. I think he built an entire house using them. So we have a bell. So you can ask someone to open the gate for you. I did consider putting walls up, but I didn't want to put foundations behind them. I wanted to double wall them so they look like this brick. I decided in the end it just wasn't worth the hassle, and I didn't want it to detract from the build. We do have this convenient line here which makes it look like possibly there was a wall here once. Completely coincidental. So yeah, unfortunately the gates cut through these door frames, but I wanted them to open this way, so because then that matches the picture, you can just see a gate. So because all my camps, it's kind of I have to build camps that are usable. So I have my workshop here. There isn't a lot of space in this build, so it does take up 1/3 of the usable space, but I wanted to be true to my vision, as it were, that of always building camps that are usable. So downstairs I have the kitchen. Now originally I put a staircase in here, but it took up so much space it just wasn't worth it, and I put the staircase outside in the end. Because I picked this brick and this grey, I decided that industrial decor would really suit this build, and I actually really like industrial decor. Lucy isn't as girly as you think she is. I have always wanted to build some kind of usable kitchen counter with this cabinet, and I've put tables on it and all sorts. This, well, you can see by the glitching, I have tried to cover it a little. This is 4 metal benches, which obviously I've merged I couldn't get the thing any lower because it would then be lower than the bench and it wouldn't place. It is also on legs. You can just see that it's got benches underneath. So overall I'm happy with it. The glitching annoys me. It was an absolute pain to line it all up, but I did it. Shelves, fridge, cooker, usual stuff on shelves. I use this door because it looks in keeping with the decor, but also I did manage to get a tiny bathroom in here. I did not manage to get a shower in. I would have had to have lost the window to put a shower in like I did in the desert house, so I decided you can just be smelly. I use the seedy shed doors. I like the window that you can see through and the metal, so that worked for me. Obviously I've made use of the new roses, which I'm actually quite glad to see because I like plants in my camp. I have put some signs on the wall here. There are some posters in the original image, so I put some sort of wasteland signs up. These are the stairs. I use conduit railings for this. I tried various things. I hadn't done one for a while, but actually it all came back to me and it worked out quite well. This space was quite difficult to decorate. Long thin rooms, you've got to try and break up the eye line so it doesn't look like you're decorating a corridor. Obviously it's quite a small space. One of the difficulties with this build was to keep it sort of true to the shape of the original picture. It means using these horrible 1x1 roofs, which I hate. But so I have I've got the telephone up there. I have a parking meter here. You can hang your coat on it if you want. It's weird, I have not used this couch for probably years and I don't remember it looking so scruffy. Back in the day it was the nicest couch we could get in the game. But it fits with the aesthetic. I did manage to get a Nixie lamp in, and there is a generator in the box, which is how I'm powering it, because you have to power these directly, which is slightly annoying. We have our tank, because who doesn't want a tank? I used this fireplace. Unfortunately, it meant I couldn't really get a chimney through the roof, which I had wanted to do, but I couldn't find anything that really was suitable. So, I mean, it probably doesn't actually burn fuel. I'm assuming it's either a gas or I don't know really. Maybe. This is one of my favourite chairs in the game, and it fits with the aesthetic. I still have no idea what this is, but it kind of looked good. This desk, I like the kind of distressed look. We have a balcony out here with more conduit railings. I have a steel guitar, obviously, and somewhere to sit out and eat. I have my little Watoga city line there. I decided I had to get the train car door in here, and yes, I decided to do that when I was about halfway through decorating, which is the worst possible time. Well, I suppose it could have been worse. I could have done it at the end. So I pretty much had to take down half the build to do it, but it was worth it. This is the bedroom. It is in the tower. I made this headboard using 2 blackboards that are back to get back, and then, sorry, front to front, I guess, and the Pittsburgh sign. I actually really like that. It works for me. I have some little people down in the thing. Toy soldiers, I guess. I mean, I'm not really saying this is for a guy, because I would live here, so... and the other thing I did, because I kind of figured I needed something big on this wall when you're lying in bed, I put one of the season school boards up. I almost never use these, but it kind of worked in that space. Oops. Close. Right, it is a bit tight to get around. I mean, it's fine. I don't get stuck on anything, but... yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really happy with it. It was a long way from what I originally envisaged, but I actually really like it. So I hope you like it too. Please vote. I will link below the other entries. Please vote for your favourite. Don't vote for who you like the best. Vote for the build. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.